Okay, now I have it printed and I have it loaded on my mat. And make sure you put it on the mat exactly how it is on the screen. So now I'm ready to cut it with my Cricut. So I'm going to feed it into here and I'm going to adjust the dial. I've learned from experience that I like to do cardstock plus on this. It's really trial and error on this, but I think that's what I used last time and it worked well. All right, so it's loaded in there. I'm gonna hit the feed button and then I'm gonna hit the go button. All right, you'll notice I'm going to turn off my light. You'll notice that the Cricut has a light on it, and what it's doing right now is it's reading these sensors so it knows where to cut. So it'll do this on all edges a couple of times. Now it's going to do the bottom. Okay, so now it's ready to cut. It's done cutting, and you'll see that it did cut a little bit inside. So we'll see how this turns out. So what you want to do is I'm going to try it this way. I'm going to try to just lift this up. It cut pretty well. Okay, so that's what I'm left with. Now, I have to get it off of the mat. So I'm going to put my phone down and I'm going to use my little spatula tool to get it off the mat. And I'll be right back. Okay, I have this all cut out and I removed it from the mat. So now I've already cut off my canvas that I'm going to use, and I went a little crazy tearing it off because I couldn't find my X-Acto knife, and I do not remove the staples. So I pre-pressed it just so it lays a little bit flatter. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to place it printed side down. And about the spot that I want it. Let's move it down just a tiny bit. I want to make sure I have enough room to cover that up. Alright, so now what I'm going to do, I have my heat press set to 325 and it's for 15 seconds. So I'm going to press this and turn on my timer. It's been a while since I've done this, so let's hope it turns out right. Alright, turn off the timer, lift it up, and you're supposed to let this cool for a second. Okay, now that it's cooled, I'm going to start peeling it off. It doesn't come off very easily, but once you get it started, you can generally get an edge to it and pull it. Okay, I'm going to need both hands for this. So I will show you the final product once I'm done tearing this off. So this is the finished product. There's still a few things. I went ahead after I did it, I peeled it up too soon on some parts, so I decided to cover it with Teflon sheet and repress it, and that looks like it was a mistake because it kind of bubbled up some places. But it's not that noticeable when it's not on direct light. So now all I have to do is paint the frame, and then I'll put it all back together and show you the final product.